In problem 4, we're going to complete the square again, but I promise that the answers will not be as nice as they were in problem 3. So in order to get ready to complete the square, we need to add 20 to both sides. All that does is give me the room to add my constant. The perfect square that I want will have x as the first term, and my second term is going to be half of the plus 10, which is plus 5. 5 squared is 25, so that's how much I add to both sides. So on the right-hand side, 20 plus 25 will be 45. The process is still the same, even though we won't get as nice of numbers. I need to get rid of the square by square rooting. So x plus 5 will equal plus or minus the square root of 45, which we can simplify a little bit, because 45 is 9 times 5, the square root of 9 is 3, and the square root of 5 is the square root of 5. And now we finish up by just subtracting 5 from both sides to get it off of here. And x is equal to negative 5 plus or minus 3 root 5. Since we can't combine those two, we just leave it as this expression with the plus or minus in the middle and recognize that this means two answers, negative 5 plus 3 root 5 and negative 5 minus 3 root 5. So let's try one more with x squared plus 8x plus 40 equals 0. X squared plus 8x. I'm going to move the 40 over to the other side by subtracting it. That gives me the room to complete the square. My perfect square will have x as the first term. My second term will be half of the plus 8, which is plus 4. When I square it, I'll get 16. So that's what I add to both sides. Negative 40 plus 16 is negative 24. Get rid of the squared by square rooting. And x plus 4 is going to equal the square root of negative 24. And so that's what we're going to have to deal with. And so let's think about that square root of negative 24. Well, negative 24 has a negative 1 in it. And 24 is 4 times 6. So x plus 4 can be rewritten as plus or minus. The square root of 4 part is going to come out as a 2. The square root of negative 1 is going to come out as an I, and that square root of 6 is going to stay square root of 6. Now we just finish it up by subtracting 4 from both sides. And we can't combine that with the 2 that's sitting there. They're not like terms. So my solution is x is equal to negative 4 plus or minus 2 root 6 I. And we just leave it like that.